So I am commonly asked about different types of facelifts. So first of all, I call the most common facelift that I do a weekend facelift. I didn't I didn't trademark that name, but I do think I'm the first one that used that name like 30 years ago. And what I'm trying to say with that name is that it's a small incision lift that can do every bit as good as lifts that occur with much larger incisions with more downtime. So I call it a weekend facelift because my incisions are smaller, but we get every bit the result that patients need. The facelift itself, I think, has a negative connotation because it was originally associated with very long incisions, required general anesthesia, and a very long recovery, and there was a great risk of scarring. There's also different facelifts because people talk about smash facelifts or they talk about deep plane facelifts. And this refers to the surgeon's technique and what's going on after they make the initial incision. For the most part, people request deep plane facelifts or they request smash facelifts. But for the most part, both of these procedures will end up giving you great results as long as you go to a surgeon that's well versed in the anatomy and in the proper way to make the incisions and to close the incisions. You will get great results with either one of those procedures. Another reason that I don't like the name facelift, perhaps the most important reason of all, is that nowhere in that name is the word neck. And absolutely, a facelift includes a neck lift. They're almost different halves of the same procedure. So it should be called a face and neck lift because most people aren't going to be happy if you tighten and lift the face and rejuvenate the face and leave a baggy and saggy neck. As far as I'm concerned, when we shorten incisions, which I am able to do in most patients, we can do that under local anesthesia. It doesn't require general anesthesia. It ends up with much less scarring and quicker recovery for patients. So that's my preferred technique for facelifting and neck lifting procedures.